Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my December monthly recommendations video. Monthly Recommendations is a Goodreads group that was created by Trina from Between Chapters and Kayla from Kayla Rain. I will leave a link to both of their channels and the Goodreads group down below so that you can check out future topics and maybe join in if it sounds like something you would like to participate in future months. So I didn't end up getting a video posted in November for the monthly recommendations topic for last month, which was trilogies. I was going to, but I really struggled to find trilogies to recommend. It turns out I haven't really read that many trilogies. I've read a lot of books that are either in longer series or just standalones or in duologies, but I haven't read that many trilogies. I was still going to post the video, but time just got away from me. So yeah, I definitely wanted to participate this month, especially because I'm not sure if I'll be posting a recommendations video in January because the topic for next month is fantasy, and I haven't read a whole bunch of fantasy, so I don't know that I would have much to recommend in that genre, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking out everyone else's videos in that genre. But this month's topic is books to read in 2016. So this is books that you have read at any point in your life. It doesn't have to be books in 2015 that you just really think that other people should pick up in 2016. So I'm really excited to recommend to you guys some great books. So let's get started. The first book I want to recommend for you guys to pick up in 2016 is The Witch Hunter by Virginia Boker. This book follows a girl who is a witch hunter, but she is one day discovered to have witch's herbs in her pocket, which is illegal, and so she is sentenced to death, and then she makes a deal with a wizard to save her life, and the story just kind of goes from there. It is a really good book that I really enjoyed. I've heard a couple of people talk about it on BookTube, but really not that many, and I definitely think that it was a really great book that a lot of more people should read. The sequel, The Kingslayer, actually comes out in June of 2016. I'm really excited about that. I have also read the novella that comes before Witch Hunter, which I also really enjoyed. So if you like kind of magical books, I mean, it's not super like it is magical, and it's also just like, I think the main character is really great, and the book's not overly romance heavy, and I also think it deals with some slightly heavier topics that some YA books steer away from. So yeah, definitely check out The Witch Hunter if it sounds like something you would be interested in. Next, let's just get it out of the way. I probably should have done this one up first. Dreamland by Sarah Dessen. I'm not going to harp on about this because I've mentioned it quite a few times on my channel, but Dreamland is my favorite Sarah Dessen book. I have read all of Sarah Dessen and I really enjoy her, which is surprising because I'm not hugely into contemporary, but this is a book that a lot of people who've read Sarah Dessen haven't read, and it's quite different from her other books. It's a lot darker. It deals with a lot more darker issues than some of her other books. I absolutely adore this book. I've reread it a crap ton of times, like I really have, and it's the type of book that I can go and just read certain passages of and just become so emotionally connected just from reading small passages, because I just love it so much. And if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend looking into it. The next book that I want to recommend is Exposed by Kimberly Marcus. This is a book that I've never heard anyone talk about. I picked this up in a book outlet haul, not really knowing anything about it, except that I believed it was about a girl who was interested in photography, which it is, but it's also a lot more than that. It is actually written in verse, and it's not that big at all, so it's really quick and easy to get through. And this deals with a girl who, as I said, she's really interested in photography, and she has a best friend who she's been best friends with forever, and they're really close. And then one day something happens and their friendship becomes really strained, and I don't want to tell you what that something is because I think part of this book is really discovering exactly what went on, but this deals with some kind of deep topics, and I really enjoyed this book. And as I said, it's really quick and easy to get through. The writing in it, as it is in verse, is just, it's really like lyrical, I guess, because it is in verse and it just flows beautifully. There's some like quotes in here that I absolutely loved. So if you want to just real quick, easy read, but with some real deeper like kind of thoughts behind it, then I would definitely recommend picking this one up. The next book that I want to recommend is Faking Perfect by Rebecca Phillips. This is a book that I was originally approved for on NetGalley, and I ended up loving it so much that I bought my own copy of it. This book follows a girl who is in a kind of friends with benefits, but they're not really even friends. It's just a purely kind of sexual relationship with a boy from her school, and he knows upfront all of her rules for kind of their relationship, which is never to talk to her at school, no one's to ever know about what they do together, and that just, you know, keep things on the down low, basically. But she also has a massive crush for years on a male friend of hers, and things kind of get a bit sticky when that male friend kind of starts to maybe return some of her attention. This sounds like a really typical contemporary book. It's really not. Well, at least I don't think it is. I think it's a lot better than a lot of the contemporary romances out there. It deals with, I don't know, I just think it handles a lot of issues that other YA books don't deal with so well. Like, for example, she's having a sexual relationship with a boy in this book that she doesn't care about. She is not virginalized in this book at all, which I really appreciate, and is definitely a trope in YA that I really don't enjoy, when they virginalize girls so much. And I just definitely recommend picking this up if you are a contemporary lover. Or even if you're not, if you don't like contemporaries because you find them to be a bit wishy-washy, then maybe look into this one, because I do think it is done a lot better. But yeah, definitely look into this book, because I was definitely pleasantly surprised by it. And I have one last book that I want to recommend to you guys. This is the book that I would recommend above all other books on this list. If you only read one book from this recommendations video, let it be this book. This is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. This book is beautiful. It is a big book. Like, it is a bit of an investment of your time, but it is so worth it. If you don't know what this book is about, it follows a girl in World War II Germany, and she is living with her kind of adoptive mother and father, and she is kind of learning to read and write, and it's all about kind of the power of words. Not just about that, but it's about her life and growing up in Germany during the war and during Hitler's time, and it is just such a beautiful book. I love this book so much. I read this last year, I think it was. Yeah, it was last year, and it was one of only 2 books that I gave 5 stars last year. I cannot recommend this book enough. It is just beautiful, and I feel like I'm not even like speaking coherent words about this like at all, but all I can say is pick it up. Even if you think you won't like it, just pick it up anyway, because you might be surprised, because it's just amazing. So those are all my recommendations for books that you should definitely 100% pick up in 2016. I would love to hear recommendations from you guys down below of books that you think that I should definitely pick up in 2016. Let's chat in the comments down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more. But that's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys!